Hi, mathematicians. Today in lesson 11.7 in math, we're going to continue exploring geometry, but we're going to talk about how we can use small square color tiles to fill up the space inside of 2D shapes like rectangles or squares. Let's see what I'm talking about. We can arrange square tiles in rows and columns to cover shapes. Rows go from left to right. So rows, like you can see in this arrow, they go sideways from left to right. Columns go up and down. So like in this arrow, they go up and down. So rows go left to right, side to side. Columns go up and down. And this is a square color tile. It's a square. So what we're trying to figure out today, boys and girls, is if we're given a 2D shape like a rectangle or a square, how many of these square tiles can we fit inside? How many rows and columns of square tiles will fit inside that shape? Let's practice seeing how many rows and columns of square tiles fit inside shapes. So, how many square tiles would cover this shape? So, here in the corner, you see what a square tile looks like. Before I start to fill in this square with these color tiles, can you guess how many of these color tiles you think will fit inside this shape? Go ahead, pause the video and guess out loud now. How many of these color tiles do you think will fit inside this square? All right, I'm sure you guys all had some great guesses. Let's actually figure it out. So I'm gonna put some color tiles inside of my square, but I'm gonna make rows and columns. So watch what I do. There's my first color tile, still lots of space left. Looks like I could fit another one right next to it, so that's 2 color tiles. Now I can fit another one below, that's 3, and I can fit one more, 4. So now we need to figure out the number of rows we made and the number of columns we made, and then the total number of square tiles. So remember, rows go side to side, left to right. So let's look at my square. I have one row that goes left to right up here, this top row, and then I have another row that goes left to right here. So that's 2 rows. Now let's look at columns. Remember, columns go up and down, up and down, up and down. So let's see, I have one column that's going up and down here, and another column that's going up and down here. So that's 2 columns. So altogether, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 total squares. Very nice. Let's try another one. How many square tiles would cover this shape? Now, again, before I show you how many actually do fit, go ahead and make a guess. How many of these square tiles do you think we can fit inside of this red rectangle? Pause the video and shout out your answer now. All right, let's actually give it a shot. Here I go. There's one color tile. There's another color tile. And look, before I even put another one, I can see that I only have space left for one more color tile. So there I go, my 3rd color tile. Now it's time to figure out how many rows and columns of color tiles we made. Remember, rows go side to side, and we have one row here that's going side to side. So I'm gonna put a 1 there. There's only one row. Now columns. Columns go up and down, up and down, up and down. Let's see. There's one column that goes up and down. There's another column, and there's a 3rd column that goes up and down. So there are 3 columns. So the total number of squares are 1, 2, 3. 3 square tiles fit inside of that red rectangle. Let's try another one. How many square tiles would cover this purple rectangle? Once again, go ahead and try it on your own. How many of these blue color tiles do you think will fit inside of this purple rectangle? Imagine, use your imagination. How much space would one square take up? What about 2 squares? How many do you think you could fit in the top? How many will fit in the bottom? Go ahead, pause and see how many, make your guess. All right, let's give it a go. There's one. Now, before I add any more, right away I can see that this is gonna be my first row. And if I look underneath it only looks like one color tile will fit under here. So I already can tell that this is gonna have 2 rows. But let's just try just in case. There's my second one. And now before I even add my last one, I can tell that only one more is going to fit here. 3. So I can already see that there's gonna be 1, 2, 3 columns and 1, 2 rows. So let me keep adding squares. My second row of squares. All right, let's count the rows. 1, 2, 2 rows that go side to side. Let's count the columns. 1, 2, 3 columns that go up and down. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 color tiles in all. Let's do one last one. How many square tiles would cover this shape? This one's easy. Imagine, how many of these blue squares will fit inside here? It's not a big rectangle. So go ahead, take a guess. All right, let's see if we get the same answer. There's my first one, and right away I can already tell that I can't fit any more color tiles underneath. So I'm only gonna have 1 row, and I can fit 1 more next to here. So I'm gonna have 2 columns. So I'm gonna add my second color tile. Okay, now it's time to count the rows. 1 row across. Let's count our columns. 1, 2, 2 columns going up and down. So that makes 1, 2, 2 total square tiles. All right, friends, great job. Today for your independent work, you're going to log on to Think Central and complete lesson 11.7 practice and homework assignments. All right, friends, have fun, and I'll see you later. Bye.